Trump has cut my food stamps from $2,800 down to $350. Now, what am I supposed to do? So I literally just got this piece of mail today saying that due to new policy changes from the Trump administration, all this shit, whatever, all these cuts and whatever he's doing over there, now they're telling me I have to go work. Now I have to go do all this. Well, I literally got 5 kids. I'm trying to sit here and spend time with them.
My kids have not eaten in 5 days. It is the taxpayer's responsibility to take care of my kids.
Hello guys, welcome once again to the channel. I hope wherever you're watching, you are having a great time. Now, something shocking has happened. Trump has cut food stamps that Americans have been getting over the years, and it is a serious problem for them. Many have come out online starting to cry, and they're saying Trump is making them go hungry. Trump's policies are making them start having kids who cannot have anything to eat, and this is a serious issue for them. And guess what? As we have always known, and it has always been said that food stamps and welfare are things for black people. Guess who are complaining the most? Whites. Some people are saying that they thought that white people are those who are able to pull themselves up by the bootstraps. But looking at how things are happening right now, Trump is an experiment that helped every American know that those who have depended so much on food stamps are not just black people, but whites. I wanted to watch a compilation of clips that I've made for you about this topic. Then I shall come back in the end to give my commentaries. Let's watch.
Trump has cut my food stamps from $2,800 down to $350. Now, what am I supposed to do? So I literally just got this piece of mail today saying that due to new policy changes from the Trump administration, all this shit, whatever, all these cuts and whatever he's doing over there, now they're telling me I have to go work. Now I have to go do all this. Well, I literally got 5 kids. I'm trying to sit here and spend time with them. I'm not trying to go work, 50, 60 hours a week so I can pay bills. I just really don't understand. I voted for him this last election because I thought what he had good was going on, but now all of a sudden all this policy stuff's coming out, and now he's making all these cuts, and now he doesn't want to help the less fortunate people no more. If he gets voted in again, I'm leaving this country.
All right, I'm going to choose to believe that this is satire, but there's people out there that think like this. That the government food coupons aren't stretching far enough anymore, that the taxpayer-funded buffet isn't offering second helpings of the Doritos, Hot Pockets, and Mountain Dew this month. Listen, this. Food stamps were never meant to be a lifestyle. They're designed to help people get through, not settle in. And if your biggest complaint is that Uncle Sam isn't sending you enough money, then you need to get your pride, priorities, and productivity straight and get a freaking job. Really? These people are out there. Nobody's that dumb, though, right? Nobody's really that dumb. Sheesh.
A welfare recipient received $2,800 in SNAP benefits. Just got a letter from HSA stating that they are cutting his SNAP down to $300, and he is absolutely perplexed at the situation. He voted for Trump, but apparently he misconstrued what Trump is saying. Now, he is saying that the reason why he voted for Trump was that Trump was going to help the poor people out. And he's assuming that the welfare system is a permanent system. Listen to what he has to say.
Has cut my food stamps from $2,800 down to $350. Now, what am I supposed to do?
Get a job.
So I literally just got this piece of mail today saying that due to new policy changes from the Trump administration, all this shit, whatever, that all these cuts and whatever he's doing over there, now they're telling me I have to go work. Now I have to go do all this. Well, I literally got 5 kids. Okay.
Stop making kids you can't afford to take care of.
I'm trying to sit here and spend time with them.
Oh.
I'm not trying to go work,
really?
50, 60 hours a week so I can pay bills.
Who told you could have kids without taking care of them?
I just really don't understand. I voted for him this last election because I thought what he had good was going on, but now all of a sudden all this policy stuff's coming out, and now he's making all these cuts, and now he doesn't want to help the less fortunate people no more.
Oh, he's helping the less fortunate. It just means you have to get off your ass.
I'm done with that guy. I'm not. If he gets voted in again, I'm leaving this country.
You can't afford to leave,
because I'm not dealing with this no more. This is all shit.
So let me get this straight. He has 5 kids. He's expecting everybody else and their mother to take care of his kids that he couldn't afford to have in the first place. Now he wants to spend time with his kids. Originally, this is the reason why he wanted to vote for Trump, because apparently he misconstrued the word, we are going to help American citizens. It doesn't mean that he is going to help you lazy ass to sit on your ass permanently. This is the reason why we voted for President Trump, to get all you lazy ass motherfuckers off your ass and stop living off of the system. The system is meant to be temporary.
Trump has cut my food stamps from $2,800 down to $350.
Well, get a fucking job, man. I said it. Go get a fucking job. Us taxpayers are tired of taking care of your ass. Now, I'm glad that there's public assistance that's available for those that need it. But if you're an able-bodied adult, go get a damn job. Shit. It's not that hard. Hell, I'm just looking at your skin color and know that you have got a one-up on most of America. And you're telling me that you're going to sit there and draw fucking food stamps at $300 a month? Shit. And now you're going to tell me that, oh, well, Trump did this? Fuck that shit. He's got to work too, man. Go get a damn job.
Y'all are about to find out that food stamps don't buy candy anymore. Not soda, not ice cream, not a little sweet treat to get you through the hard week. None of that anymore. Y'all was so hyped talking about that big, beautiful bill and finally having some responsibility. Talking about they gonna crack down on waste. But now when you go to the grocery store to get that Snickers bar with that EBT card, denied. The 2-liter, denied. That pint of Ben & Jerry's after a hard day, gone. The joy, gone. But hey, at least billionaires are still getting tax breaks, right? It's interesting when they want to cut costs and get things in line, they always go to the poor people first. God forbid somebody poor wants a soda to go with their ramen. You wanted fiscal responsibility, but you ended up with a government that decided they don't even want you to have a piece of candy. And it's not going to stop there. It never does. Soon it'll be no meat. Then they're going to decide that poor people probably can't have seasoning either. So to all the MAGA people who cheered for this bill, when you're standing in line and that ice cream don't go through, just remember, it wasn't the woke mob that did that. It was your own people. You asked for this. Now, eat your sadness plain, room temp, no sugar.
The entitlement that these people who are living off of public benefits and the audacity they have to sit there and think that we owe them something. Not only that, they think that nobody can tell them what to do with their food stamp. Just listen to one lady.
I buy food with my food stamps. I like to buy Pepsi because that's what I drink. Pepsi. I buy 2-liter Pepsis every time I go to the market. And I like snacks. I like to snack. The kids like to snack. Mm-hmm. So who is you to tell us that we can't buy Pepsis and sodas with our stamps? We should be able to get what the hell we want to get with our food stamps. Now you want to cut everything and talk about we can just buy food. So we supposed to spend money to buy the sodas and the snacks just to have sodas and Kool-Aid and snacks and juices and stuff in the house for the adults and the children. When will it take effect? Because I better not get messed up for June. I need everything. I want to buy everything with my food stamps.
Food stamp is meant to be a lifeline, not a lifestyle. Now we got women like her with rotten teeth, with zero shame, demanding Pepsi and Kool-Aid on our taxpayer dime. Unbelievable. And let me just tell you, it infuriates me to hell that they get away with shit like this.
They literally cut my food stamp card off. Zero balance. They took everything. So I told my husband, and he says to me, as I'm crying, and he says to me, well, maybe you'll lose some weight now. God, why did I vote for him? I didn't know this was going to happen. I can't go get a job. Is there anybody out there that can help me, please?
Well, what do we have here? Not the brunette sister of the Princess Bride albino crying about food stamps. I'm even gonna skip past your husband's toxic energy. Talk about the fact you can't just pull yourself up by your bootstraps. I did manage to go through this creator's account, and boy, honey, you are on TikTok a lot. There are so many reposts. You know what you could do with all that time if you stop being on TikTok? You'd probably get a job. What's crazy about this algorithm is that sometimes you end up on the wrong side of TikTok, and you weren't on our side of TikTok where we were telling you Donald Trump does not care about poor people. Asking for help is wild. You have over 100,000 followers somehow on this account, so you're monetizing this content. You know what you're doing. This is giving, well, this is actually giving exactly the people that Donald Trump wants to cut off, the people who want handouts. Meanwhile, there's immigrants and people that are working hard to contribute to this country, but no, you just want to be able to stay at home. You know what? I send you my concepts of thoughts and prayers, and I guess also concepts of food stamps. And also, dump your husband.
Did you see the white lady who is on TikTok, I think, who's saying that her SNAP benefits and her food stamps and all that have been cut off? Yeah. She's upset because she voted for Trump, but now her stuff's being cut off. Girl, what do you think was going to happen? See, well, that's what's so funny about these white people. They think that that immigrants and people of color, the people that are taking all these benefits, but the reality is the majority of white people who vote for Trump are usually the people on the benefits. Yeah. It's so funny. It's like the fuck around to find out face. Y'all thought this man was going to do something for you? He ain't doing a motherfucking thing but taking everything from everybody. But forget trans people were the fucking problem. Anyway, I just love it. I just love the fuck around and find out phase right now going on with this dumbass administration.
I feel like the Trump presidency is over. I don't think anyone takes him seriously anymore. After the last few days, you know, Tylenol causes autism, him speaking and just saying crazy stuff, going to the UN, angry about an escalator, angry that his own staff doesn't know how to set up a teleprompter, angry last night about ABC, about Jimmy Kimmel, about this, about that. He sounds like a 5-year-old child, just complaining about everything. I'm not getting my way. I'm not having any fun here. And when he's not getting his way and he's not having any fun, he just whines and complains. And it's just, who's going to take this guy seriously anymore? No one at the UN, countries around the world, they don't take him seriously anymore. And who listens to him here? Someone that's talking about Tylenol causing autism, and he's talking like he knows what he's talking. I just think the president has jumped the shark. I think the president has jumped the shark already, and I think it's nothing but downhill from here, and I think it's over. Let me know what you think. Like and follow for more.
So Trump is cracking down on food stamps.
Okay.
If you've been on food stamps, you're now going to have to do 15 hours a week of community service in order to continue to receive food stamps. Okay? 15 hours a week. Can you believe that?
Hold on, Buttercup. Let me correct you there. It would be 20 hours a week of working or volunteer community service. 80 hours a month in order to receive SNAP benefits going forward.
Even though I don't work, okay, this is my time that they're asking me to use. Make it make sense.
Most Americans spend 160 hours a month providing for their families. Now, while we're paying our taxes, we are then paying for your groceries. If you are an able body, you need to get out and look for a job to provide for your family. Now, if you aren't able-bodied, you will be just fine, okay, little Buttercup? Okay, nice speaking with you.
Big news for the SNAP recipients, y'all. New rules are now in place that encourage work, independence, and responsibility while protecting those who truly need the help. Y'all like the video right here? Follow for more updates. Let's get into this one, y'all. So SNAP, the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, helps millions of families. Thanks to President Trump's reform bill, the system is being strengthened to make sure benefits go to the right people. If you're between the ages of 18 and 54 and don't have a child under 18 at home, you'll now need to show you're working at least 20 hours a week. And for those already working, this proves you're on track. For others, it's an incentive to find steady employment and build independence. Exemptions are built in if you're pregnant, disabled, caring for a sick family member, or working enough hours already, you'll keep your benefits. This keeps the program focused on families and individuals who really need the help, while encouraging able-bodied adults to stay active in the workforce. States are mailing out sample checklists. Fill them out and your benefits continue without interruption. Instead of endless dependency, these reforms reward effort, responsibility, and accountability. That's exactly how safety nets are supposed to work, helping people through hard times while encouraging work and stability. The message is clear. SNAP is here to support you, but also to help you move forward. Trump's welfare reform is restoring fairness, strengthening families, and making sure the system is sustainable. Work, stay accountable, and watch the program work the way it was always meant to. Y'all like the video? Let me know what you think down in the comments. I'll catch you on the next one.
What's up, America? So has anybody else noticed that the price of food is going up through the roof, but the quality of food is decreasing? Kind of like the price of food is going like this, and the quality of food is going like this. So yeah, you'd think if you're paying a great deal more for food, that the quality of food would at least be a standard. But that's not what we're seeing here. What we're seeing is you're paying more while getting less of a shittier type. So I go to a great deal of restaurants throughout the day generally for work, and I've noticed that the quality of food almost across the board is collapsing here in the United States. Most people have switched to that liquid egg bullshit rather than real eggs, if you know what I mean. Most people have lowered the quality of meat that they're serving at their fucking stores because it costs less. Same with the vegetables that are on the side, the macaroni as well, flavorless and bland in most cases. And just across the board throughout the United States, the quality of food is decreasing. Chick-fil-A, if you haven't noticed, tastes like shit now. The meat's completely different. The fries are completely different. Everything is a lower quality, but the price is through the roof. So they're not content with just keeping profits from gaining your money. They have to lower their costs as well to make sure that they fuck you arm, and I mean all the way to the shoulder deep. It's a really fucked up thing because in the United States, we always had high standards. Now we're paying very high prices for some of the lowest standards I've seen in the Western world. And don't get me started with the fucking toxic ingredients in our food. Those motherfuckers need to be in jail.
I still carry my food stamp card around with me to this day.
Do you have it?
Yeah, it's right in my wallet.
Are you serious?
I never take it out every time I switch wallets. You work so hard to get off of this. When I was a single mom, I was on food stamps for a really long time.
Yeah.
My food stamps got cut one time. It was like right around the crisis of 2008. I think they went down $75. And back then it was like, you might as well have just fucking taken it all. To come up with an extra $75 to feed the kids. That's when the kids start coming home and having dinner and they're like, Mom, are you going to eat? And you're like, oh, we had a meeting at work today.
I saw you actually do that a few times. Yeah.
It's so fucked up. And like, how hard I had to work to get through that, to get on the other side of it, like where we are now, was really hard. And like, I still carry my food stamp card around with me to this day.
Do you do?
Yeah.
Do you have it?
Yeah, it's right in my wallet.
Are you serious?
It's right here. I keep it in here. I never take it out every time I switch wallets.
Yeah.
As
a reminder.
What this means. How hard it was then, and now all the cuts, dude, like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You work so hard to get off of this.
Yeah.
So you don't need it. You don't have to, like, because the kids know when you're
Yeah.
putting in this card.
Yeah.
And their friends' as moms aren't.
Yeah.
When you're standing there on WIC.
Yeah.
You know? It's so fucked up.
And your kids are on free lunch.
Oh,
you know?
my God.
Yeah.
And they're just like, their clothes are raggedy. Their shoes suck. You know, it's really hard. It's really hard.
To hear that all of these people are going to get these massive cuts to food stamps, to the SNAP program, is just, I mean, I don't know if there's really anything more heartbreaking.
That is so cruel. Just because you've had money your entire life and you can't fathom the need for these systems and how it is literally a lifeline for families everywhere. Just because you've had money and you don't understand, like, why can't they just like buy it? Because we fucking can't.
Yeah, yeah. We all weren't born with bone spurs and a rich daddy.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You fuck.
So I got a text message from someone who's asking me, hey Mo, do you know why we don't have any food stamp? Of course, the government shutdown. You guys have to understand that this affects everything. While the Democrats continue to lie to you, it hurts everyone. And they are hurting you on purpose. But here's a video of an older lady who didn't get her paper processed because of this government shutdown, and she doesn't have her food stamp, and she takes care of 9 children. Now, whether they be hers or she's fostering, it sounds like she's fostering, but it's absolutely sad. Watch. I think she's fostering kids. 9. This needs to go viral for President Trump to see and for the Democratic leaders to see. Things like these, people who are helping needs to receive this. And the people who are genuinely abusing the system needs to get the hell off of it. Because all it does is hurt these kind of people. The ones who are trying to make a difference in the world. Poor thing.
You mean that I'm not gonna get my fucking SNAP benefits? What the fuck do you
Here we go again.
Because what the fuck? Say that there are people like me who cannot work? Do you
I'm about to get
there are
mad.
people like me who have kids who cannot eat? Do you understand there are people?
Prepare your ears. I'm about to yell. 1, 2, 3. Food stamps and SNAP and any money going to our citizens has not been stopped. You just have to read. Why don't any of you read? When you see something pop up on TikTok or the news, go look up the document and read. The reason they froze federal funding was to stop money leaving the country. Like $37 million going to the World Health Organization and $50 million intended for buying condoms to distribute in Gaza. But instead of reading and looking things up, you guys listen to the Shade Room, you listen to Neighborhood Talk, you listen to every single TikTok creator without even going to go look it up yourself. Me, when I say a news, I tell y'all, go look it up yourself. You don't have to believe me. Just go look it up yourself. Your children will eat. You will get your benefits. You are on the internet spreading false information. All of you guys are doing all this for no reason at the moment. You are going to eat. You are going to get your benefits. Jesus Christ.
Now, welcome back to the channel. Looking at those who are complaining the most, you'll get to see that they are white people. And for many years, you have been sold the idea that whites are people who pull themselves up by the bootstraps. They are people who are hard workers, people who depend on their labor. But then if you look at even other affirmative programs that the government has been giving farmers that were cut by Trump administration, it has exposed something that is really hidden from many Americans. The way through which USDA has always been helping farmers to help them get access to funding that can cushion them during farming losses is something that is unprecedented. Black farmers don't get such kind of benefits. So it really tells you that America has always been actively working against upward mobility of blacks. And therefore, when they're realizing that there is a president who can come and expose everything that exists in the American weakness, then they are ashamed by themselves. So this is a problem that I think they have to live with it. They made their decisions to elect President Trump, but right now Trump is doing what he knows how to do best. In October 2025, President Trump's Big Beautiful Bill, signed in July, has slashed SNAP funding by $186 billion over the next decade, the largest cut in the program's history. Expanded work requirements now applied to parents of teens, adults up to 64, and even some veterans have accelerated via a surprise USDA waiver termination on October 3rd, disqualifying millions from benefits immediately. White Americans who complain about 36% of SNAP recipients, despite being 60% of the population, are hit hardest in rural and suburban strongholds like Appalachia and the Midwest, where poverty rates among white households exceed national averages. White Trump voters, many in decentralized communities, championed these cuts during the 2024 campaign, echoing Trump's rhetoric that SNAP fostered laziness and favored immigrants over real Americans. They turned out in droves for his second term, delivering victories in swing states like Pennsylvania and Wisconsin, by margins fueled by promise of economic revival through tariffs and deregulation. Yet, as factories remain shuttered and inflation bites, these same voters now face empty countries, with average household benefits dropping from $187 monthly to as low as $120 monthly, sparking viral complaints on social media about betrayal and starving families. The irony unfolds as white working class families who once derided SNAP users as welfare queens scroll through grocery apps showing declined EBT cards. Posts from rural ex-users lament losing access to basics like milk and bread, while echoing past scorns for handouts. This backlash reveals a policy boomerang: cuts designed to fund tax breaks for billionaires, saving the wealthy $2.5 trillion, now pinch the very base that ignored warnings from economists about disproportionate impacts on white poverty pockets. Karma strikes as these voters experience the personal responsibility they demanded for others, now applied without mercy. Having voted against safety nets in favor of walls and tax relief, they are confronting the fallout of a system that prioritizes corporate subsidies over child nutrition. Food bank lines in Trump voting counties have swelled 40% since the cuts, with mothers posting tearful videos about choosing between gas and formula, mirroring struggles they dismissed in minority communities during Trump's first term. Ultimately, this moment forces a reckoning. White Americans' complaints highlight the universal cruelty of austerity, but their role in electing it underscores a karmic lesson in unintended consequences. What was sold as a draining the swamp has drained their plates instead, proving that policies harming the vulnerable rebound on supporters first. As one viral extract quips, voted for the wall, got the fall, a bitter harvest from seeds of division sown in 2024. So looking at what we've just highlighted, white Americans are regretting their decision to vote Trump. They were given warning signs before, but they decided to avoid and not use such kind of advice to understand or even to inform their voting patterns that they were going to do. So that is a karmic moment that they have to live with, and it is also a powerful moment for them to understand. Next time when they go to the voting booths, they need to make the right choice, not because the person they want to vote is from their community, but because the person who is presenting themselves for voting is someone with integrity and someone who can implement ideals and ideas that will help Americans of all walks of lives. Share your thoughts down in the comment section, and if you're watching us for the first time, please remember to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share. Thank you, and let's meet on the next one.